Thank you, Gabriele, for the clear delivery and the interesting speech. So, good news for us that you keep in your mind that over $100 billion has to be financed due to the drop of the market in 2008. So, thank you. So, I am going to introduce Furio Samela as a partner of WFW, one of the most famous lawyer firm in the shipping world. And Furio Samela is a partner, is based in Rome, and was involved in one of the largest transactions and last times in the shipping industry. So please, Furio Samela, to join with us.
Good morning, everybody. I will try to give you a short description of the security cover clause in shipping loan agreements. As was already said by the other speakers early this morning, one of the main consequences of the economic crisis was, apart from a significant reduction of the shipbuilding portfolio order, a significant reduction of ships' market value. This had a very negative impact on lenders, as be it for new buildings or second-hand vessels, the value of the asset financed is the most important security for lenders. As you already know, and you may know, the main security is represented by the mortgage on the asset financed. So the value of the ship shall be regularly and constantly checked throughout the life of the loan. And evaluation of a ship is usually prepared periodically. It depends on the request by the agent on behalf of the lenders. And at a certain date, it is prepared no more than 30 days previously of such date. And it may be prepared with or without physical inspection of the ship. It depends, again, on the request of the agent. It is carried out by an approved shipbroker. This means that in the loan agreement, there is a definition of approved shipbrokers, which comprises a certain number of shipbrokers already agreed by the borrower and the lenders. So the shipbroker that will be asked to provide the evaluation must fall within such definition. And once prepared, such evaluation is binding on the borrower, so that there could be no objection by the borrower itself. What is the purpose of the evaluation of a ship? The purpose is that throughout the life of the loan, and this means during the security period, the ship's market value shall not fall below usually 130 or 120% of the loan outstanding at a certain date, plus the swap exposure in the event the borrower has entered into swap agreements with the swap banks, which may be or not. And so the purpose is to try to ensure that during the life of the loan, the vessel has a certain value which allows the lenders, in the event of enforcement of a mortgage, to be repaid of the outstanding loan, and the swap banks, the swap counterparties, to be repaid of the amounts due under the swap agreement. One of the main issues which we have seen during the negotiation of this clause, which is standard in shipping loan agreements, is based on the expenses of this evaluation, in the sense that there is a negotiation, a strong negotiation between the lenders and the borrower on who pays these fees, but actually not on how much, how often the borrower shall pay for this evaluation. There is a standard and, let's say, a wide clause in shipping loan agreements saying that the borrower shall, on demand, pay to the facility agent all the amount of fees and expenses in connection with this evaluation carried out by the ship brokers and any related issue. The problem is that usually the borrower asks for a certain and determined number of ship evaluation to be paid by it. It may be that the lenders agree that the borrower shall pay just one, or in the best cases, two evaluation of the ship. In any case, if there is an event of default or a potential event of default under the loan agreement, no question that the expenses and the costs for this evaluation shall be borne by the borrower, as well as in the event the value of the ships falls below the threshold already agreed by the borrower and the lenders, which may be, again, 120 or 130. Usually, as there are operating accounts opened by the borrower with the agent, fees are withdrawn by the agent itself on behalf of the other lenders from the borrower's operating account. So in the loan agreement, there is an authorization by the borrower to allow the lenders to withdraw such amount of fees and expenses from the operating accounts of the borrower. What are the consequences of a shortfall during the life of the loan? Basically, the borrower has two alternatives. One is to provide additional security, which obviously shall be satisfactory for the agent and the lenders, in order to provide, let's say, an additional value of the ship to cover the shortfall, or if it does not provide or ensure that any other third party provides such an additional security, the borrower is obliged to prepay the loan outstanding, or at least that part of the loan, so to ensure that the shortfall is eliminated. In fact, this is one of the mandatory prepayment cases of the loan. The borrower shall follow one of these two alternatives during a period which is usually between 30 or 45 days from the notification of the agent that the value of the ship fall below the threshold already agreed. In the event at the end of this grace period the borrower has not provided additional security or has not made a prepayment, an amount equal to the shortfall shall become due and payable by the borrower itself, so that the shortfall is eliminated. The last slide is, let's say, a practical slide, because we have seen in negotiating the loan, whether on behalf of the lenders or the ship owners, that there are 3 or 4 issues that for the security clauses are strongly negotiated by the party to the loan agreement. First of all, obviously, the lenders and the borrower shall agree on the threshold of the value of the ship. So, as I said, usually it is between 120 or 130% of the aggregate of the loan and the swap exposure. They may agree, it's not a standard, but they may agree also on the number of evaluation to be provided each year, and consequently how to share the costs of this evaluation during each financial year, and also the number of ship brokers which shall provide this evaluation, because as I said before, there is a definition of approved ship broker, within which the ship broker which shall provide evaluation must fall. Thank you.
Thank you, Furio, and thank you because you brought again with the feet on the ground, on the floor. So just once upon a time, just 10 minutes ago, I remarked that the loan-to-value paradigm was overcome from the family reputation approach. So, so I'm going onward.